Honest with you, I didn't grow up studying anybody, honestly. I grew up, I didn't even grow up watching stand-up. My dad, I used to like sneak up with him when I was supposed to be asleep and watch Comic View. But I was just watching Comic View with my dad. I didn't know what was funny and what wasn't. I just was happy to be up with my dad. But my favorite show was Martin, and then the Chappelle Show. So I knew that they were comedians, but I never really got into their stand-up. The first time I watched stand-up, I watched Chris Tucker. I was a teenager and I was like, damn, he funny. You know what I mean? Then I started seeing his movies and stuff like that. Then I started paying attention to Cat Williams. And then that made me want to go back and watch. All right, well, if Martin and Dave Chappelle stand-up comedians, let me see what they, so I didn't get into it to be a stand-up comedian, but yeah, I really didn't. I never really studied I would hear about Richard Pryor and, you know, Fox and
Bernie Mac.
Yeah. Now I like their shows, like in their movies and stuff. And then I started watching their stand up later on, and I'm like, okay, cool. But as far as women, nah, I never really. And even with me being from Baltimore, Monique. I never really got into her stand-up. I was a Parker's fan. I was, you know, her talk show, that, you know, she was funny in movies and she was that girl to me, but not for stand-up, you know what I mean? So I just morphed myself into what I think stand-up should be, and it should be real, raw, and I look up to a lot of the men in stand-up now. But yeah, I didn't really grow up on it. It was just something I got.